Hari Om. Today I am going to speak on chapter 8 of Bhagavad Gita. If you remember, up till chapter 6, the subject was all about gaining the wisdom of Atma, the self-realization, knowing yourself, who you are really. And after that, in 7th chapter, the focus of Sri Krishna has shifted to the person who is enlightened and wise. And then this person who has realized himself to the true essence of his existence, when he starts looking around, how does the cosmos looks to him? How does he look at this tree? How does he look at this animal? How does he look at these objects of desire? How does he look at the sun? And I explained the ParaPrakriti, the finer aspect of every object, the energy aspect of every object. Now the same subject moves further in 8th chapter to the life of universe, the cosmos. And Sri Krishna talks about where does this cosmos comes into existence from. He also talks about this movement, the motion, the direction of this cosmic life. And then he is identifying the individual life in relation to this cosmic life. And towards the end of this chapter 8, Sri Krishna has discussed about death. We are all a little scared and worried when we talk about death. It scares us. But as already explained in chapter 2 by Sri Krishna, death is not an end. It's not an end. It's just a milestone. And the life is a continuous life. So that same theme you will see here in chapter 8. The first part of chapter 8, Arjuna is asking Sri Krishna, what is Brahma? What is this ParaBrahma that you're talking about? That cosmic consciousness, that cosmic being, that cosmic reality. What is it? So Sri Krishna is telling him that it's an unchanging principle. It doesn't change. It's there. It's just the same. It's imperishable. There is no death to that principle. Akshara. He's used another word. Akshara. Akshara is the one that has no end to it. In this Akshara Brahma, Akshara ParaBrahma, there is wisdom. And that wisdom has created laws. That's what we call as laws of nature. For example, gravity. Gravity is a law that no one can defy. No object can defy that law. That's the law of ParaBrahma. The law of growth. Something that's born grows. Something that grows changes its form. Human being, born from one cell, starts the journey from one cell, grows into a human being, and then changes the form. So these are all the laws that connect with this ParaBrahma. And you look around in the nature and everywhere you can see this perfection because of the laws that bind this. The physics, the scientists talk about basic forces in nature that no one can escape. Nuclear forces are there, electromagnetic forces are there, gravitational force is there. You cannot defy these. So he takes it further and Sri Krishna is explaining the nature of this ParaBrahma now. If you understand the word Brahma, Brahma comes from a Sanskrit word Bruhat. Bruhat is expanding. So he says ParaBrahma is the force, is that consciousness, is that reality that's ever expanding. And look at the latest findings of science. Stephen Hawking proposed this theory of expansion of universe at a constant rate. The space that we experience around is expanding. The galaxies are moving away from each other. And this is there in the word Brahma itself, the one that is expanding. And that expanded universe is so vast today. The rate of expansion of universe is so high that Einstein calculated a ray of light, when it starts its journey from one end, it will never make to the other end, because the universe is so infinite. But this universe that is infinite, there is some medium that has filled this entire universe. Einstein called it ether. If you go to the quantum physics level, particle physics, they found out the God particle, that is Higgs boson. That Higgs boson is the smallest particle, and that has made this entire medium. Now this Higgs boson has a life. It doesn't live infinite. It comes from nowhere. Pay attention, quantum physics comes from nowhere and die. What is a lifetime? 10 raised to minus 28 or minus 32 second. 32 means 1 and 32 zeros after that. But minus 32, that is 1 divided by this, such a small tiny amount of time that this particle lives. And that was one of the biggest problems, challenges for the scientists to actually find the evidence of the existence of this particle. It's born, it's die, but it's born and it die again. If you see the ocean, there are waves. The waves are born and they die. In the ocean there are currents. They are born from nowhere and they're going in some direction. Sometimes these currents change the direction. Sometimes the hot currents change the direction, cold currents change the direction. You probably have heard of El Nino. And this El Nino is causing a lot of changes in the weather patterns, whether it's India or whether it's Australia. El Nino has influence on the rain that we have. But we really don't know from where these currents are formed. They are formed in that body of ocean. So if you understand this Paramatma as an ocean, cosmic ocean, the wave that is created, that wave is same my life. I am born from nowhere, like a wave, and that wave is going to die. So I am going to die like that. So where am I? I am born in that medium and I die in that medium, because that I is just a temporary identity of that wave or that current. So this Paramatma, if you look at this nature of this Paramatma, that ocean, there is inherent energy to create new. Once something is created, there is inherent energy to maintain that. And then there is inherent energy which transforms or destroys that form. In our body also, if you look at it, in our every cell, our cells are capable enough to procreate, create new cells. Our cell that is created is capable to maintain itself. And when the time comes, the cell is able to destroy itself or transform itself. So the energy, that ParaBrahma, has threefold energies: the creative energy, the operative energy, and the destructive energy. God, generation, operation, destruction energy. If you look at this energy in the cosmos, look, the stars, galaxies are formed. And at certain time, they die again. The big stars are born out of the gas clouds, and then when they complete their lifetime, they die and form into black holes. But what happens to black hole? Scientists are finding out. The yogic texts have claimed that black hole, they have equated black hole with the goddess Kali, the black, dark goddess who is thirsty of blood, who is drinking that blood, and who is dancing on Shiva. Look at these two forms, two qualities of this Kali. She is drinking blood, that is creation. It's a symbolic form. She is drinking creation, that is destroying her own creation. It's intense gravity. So nothing can stand because the creation is destroyed. And she is dancing on Shiva. Shiva is called Mahankal. Mahankal is great time. The time also does not exist. So if you see black hole destroys the creation. It eats out all the stars and planets, everything that comes on its way. And the time is non-existent in black hole. So this is an interesting comparison of what science is saying and what yoga is saying. But yoga says that Kali, the goddess Kali, is the starting point of the new creation. So we never know what these black holes may give rise to. But anyway, in the verse number 18, which is a very interesting verse in Bhagavad Gita chapter 8, Shri Krishna is saying, this manifested cosmos or universe that we all see actually has come from the ParaBrahma. So the ParaBrahma, the Brahma, has manifested this universe into a visible form, something that we can understand through our sensory organs, manifest form. And then after some time, this same cosmos or universe that we see as manifest is going to become unmanifest. So they have said that Brahma's one day and Brahma's one night. And this day and night cycle keeps going on and on and on and on and on. Now what is this Brahma's one day? Brahma's day is when this cosmos is manifest. And how big it is. In yogic system, there are 4 yugas. One yug contains 1.7 million years, say million years, few million years. So like this, there are 4 yugas. Kruta, Treta, Dwapara and Kali. These are the 4 yugas. Every yug has million years, few million years. So when you combine these 4 together, it's called Mahayug. So now 1000 Mahayug makes one day of Brahma. That is a manifest time of the cosmos. And what happens after that? After that, the same manifest cosmos goes into unmanifest state. So the birth of the cosmos, Big Bang, and then end of the cosmos, Big Crunch. But it's happening again and again. That's what the verse number 18 is saying. It's a matter of time before science finds something like this. There are a few theories which propose Big Crunch with Big Bang. But anyway, these are the similarities that you can find it with the yoga philosophy. ParaBrahma is, I just explained. Then there is another word that is explained in this chapter 8, and that is Adhyatma. Adhyatma is many times understood to be spirituality. But here Sri Krishna has given a very beautiful expanded idea of this Adhyatma. Adhyatma means the true pure nature of the object. And this true pure nature of the object means ParaBrahma. The object is made of ParaBrahma. So the true nature of ParaBrahma, how it is? The Vedas have proclaimed that the ParaBrahma is Prajnana Ghana. There is wisdom in it. And we can see it. The laws that we see around, the creation that we see around, has a lot of intelligence in it. Take yourself. In your body there is one DNA. And that one DNA, one genome, has all the intelligence of your generations, of the whole of your functioning of the body. What's going to happen in future to you? What diseases you will develop in future? what psychological problems you may develop, what physiological problems you may develop, what likes and dislikes, what skills you may have. It's there. And it's just not your body and your gene, but everywhere you look and every object has the same level of intelligence in it. Because intelligence, this wisdom, is the first quality of ParaBrahma, first aspect of Adhyatma. Vedas have also said, Ekoham Bahusyam, I am one and I want to become many. This is a desire in ParaBrahma, in that cosmic consciousness, and that desire has led to this wonderful diversity that you see around. It's just not on earth. Diversity is not just on earth, not just in animal planet, animal kingdom, or just plants, or just not in human beings. The diversity exists even in the cosmos. Different shapes of galaxies, different shapes of suns, different stars, different ways the movements take place. It's very interesting how this diversity has created this universe.